Okay, matter and determinants. In the beginning of addition and multiplication, I don't think I have to tell all the theory. What is matrix definition? What is the order means, and all that is right now not necessary. If somebody wants to read in the synopsis, they can just read. Okay, there are some set of questions I want to teach whether their numbers are there or not. But let me see it. They gave one and then 7, 8, 9, something like that. Yeah. Okay, this is one concept many of you may not know thoroughly. That is the reason I'll discuss more questions. What is that? If you take a matrix, if they ask find a power 2000 or a power n, okay, one may say how are you going to find a power 2000? Is that one may say I'll find a square, a cube, a power 4, I'll observe the answers and I'll get an idea. Every time you may not be able to do that. For example, I don't think in 13th question, 1, 3, you'll be able to do that. Okay. Some questions you can do because 13 the numbers will be too big to even find a pattern. But all these questions are based on only one concept. I'll tell you what is that. Whenever you have to find a power n, okay, first you write A as identity matrix plus one more matrix. Okay. Then you will find something about B later on. You take a power n, you can write I plus b whole power n. All of you know binomial theorem, so I'm directly using binomial theorem now, which we could not teach in first year because we don't know about binomial theorem. This is I power n. This is nc1 into I power n minus 1 into b, nc2 into I power n minus 2 into b square. So now, first of all, one may ask, can we use binomial theorem for matrices? Generally, we use for real numbers. Yes, anything that used for real numbers like a plus b whole square formula, a minus b whole square, a cube plus b cube, they can be used for matrices. But in matrices, there is no associative law. AB is not necessarily equal to, sorry, there is no commutative law. AB is not necessarily equal to BA. Okay. So in matrices, when you have a plus b into a minus b, you cannot write a square minus b square. You expand this, you will get a square minus ab plus ba minus b square. How can you cancel these two? You can't cancel. Okay. Similarly, a plus b whole square is not a square plus 2ab plus b square in matrices. It is a square plus ab plus ba plus b square. Okay. Now, can we use binomial theorem now? No, we cannot use it unless if somebody told you ab equal to ba. If this is given to you, all your regular algebraic formulas like factorization or cube, a plus b whole square cube can be used even for matrices. Here, what is I into b? B. What is b into I? B. Because ab equal to b, I am able to use this. If not, I cannot use it. Now, this is I itself. This is n. Identity matrix, I power anything is identity matrix into b will be b. This will be nc2 into b square, next nc3 into b cube, so on. In many questions, they will be give such a way that the question is b square equal to null matrix. B square is not null matrix. When you write it as I plus b and write only b square to null matrix. Okay, some questions it will not be, but I'm just telling. If b square is null matrix, very easy. B square is null matrix, b cube is null matrix, rest all null matrices. Your a power n will be I plus nb. But what is your b? A minus I. So you'll get I plus n into a minus I, which is na minus n minus 1 into I. So many questions will fall into this category. Either they'll tell you that b square is null matrix directly, or you have to recognize. In some cases, you will get b square equal to b. If b square is b, what about b cube? B. B power 4, B. B power 5, everything will be B. This will be B, this will be B, this will be B. Your a power n will be I plus. If you take B common from all of them, you will get NC1 plus NC2, so on up to NCn. That will be 2 power n minus 1. I'll let B as a minus I, and this whole thing as 2 power n minus 1. In some very rare cases, you may get not B square is null matrix, you may get B cube is null matrix. Then your a power n will be I plus NB plus NC2 into B square. After that, they're all null matrices. This, if you want, you can write in terms of A minus I if required. Okay, but we'll be able to make out the answer. Okay, so these are the usual, very common thing is B square is null matrix. Sometimes you'll find B square equal to B. Very rarely you may find B cube equal to null matrix. Usually the questions are based on that. Otherwise, in general, finding A power n is a complicated thing in matrices. Okay, so this is some theory related to these problems. Now I'll discuss some problems. I think, yeah, I'll discuss some problems now. Okay, I can erase. Okay, now we don't have so much time to write very neat notes and all that. So I'll not be able to give enough time. Okay, but what I discussed is very important. Okay, so coming to seventh question here. Normally, I wanted to discuss every third number I said earlier. Okay, but this one, some concept I'm discussing for the first time, so I may not even follow the numbers order in for today. Tomorrow onwards, I'll try to follow. So seventh question, your A is what? 1, 0, 1, 1. Somebody might have found A square, A cube and verified the options. But if I write this as 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 0, 1, 0. This is identity matrix and this is some B. You can easily see B square is null matrix here. If B square is null matrix, I already told what is the answer, and answer is exactly that. A power n, option A. A power n equal to Na minus n minus 1 into I. So I don't have to write rest of it. Eighth question, also very same question. They want, the question itself is I plus B whole power 50. According to binomial theorem, it is I plus 50B plus 50C2B square, so on. They're all null matrices gone. I'll get I plus 50B. And they want us to subtract 50B from this. From this, if you subtract 50B, you'll be left with only identity matrix. So I plus B whole power 50 minus 50B is identity matrix itself. Okay, now they want determinant of that identity matrix. So det of I is equal to 1. That's it. They're all null matrices gone in the eighth one. Ninth also I want to discuss, but let us go on with this process and then come back. Yes. Which one? Eighth one? 6. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? B. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll come back to 9 and discuss. 10. What is okay? It's not there in the list, but still I'm discussing 10th one. A is 1102, which can be written as 1001 plus 0011. Again, you can see the square of this is null matrix because 0101 into 0 this into this is 0. No. Is it right? No. What is the square of this comes? Let us see. This into this is 0. This into this is 1. This is 0 and this is 1. Oh, B square is coming B. Yes. Okay. So this correct now? Everything fine? This is I identity matrix plus B. This is I plus B. And B square came B itself here. You can see that. Now I said at that time, what is the answer for A power n? I plus b into 2 power n minus 1. Like that, if you want a power 20, it is 1001 plus 0101 into 2 power 20 minus 1. That is 1001 plus 0, 2 power 20 minus 1, 0, 2 power 20 minus 1. When I add these two, I will get 1, 2 power 20 minus 1, 0, and here 2 power 20. Okay. So if they wanted sum of all these things, 1 and minus 1 will cancel. 2 power 20 plus 2 power 20 is 2 power 21. Sum of all these values. This is ABCD, this set. So A plus B plus C plus D is 2 power 20 plus 2 power 20, 2 times 2 power 20, which is 2 power 21. Okay, so you have to just realize the advantage of writing the given matrix as identity matrix plus one more matrix. In fact, that's how the questions are made. Okay, next I want to discuss 12 and 13 both. Any doubt? Clear? Many of these questions are given in 2018, 19. I did not see the 20 part yet. Okay. Okay, 12th one, your matrix is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, triple 1. And you want to find a power 20. So this you can write 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. No. What is this? This is also 0. 1, 1, 1, and this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Yeah. This is identity matrix plus 1b. We want a power 20, but let us find b square and see what happens. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 into 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. This into this, everything is gone. This into this. But this into this, we are getting 1. So b square is coming 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. You can see that, right? This into everything is 0. This into all are 0. This into 1 and others are all 0. Yes. So here b cube is null matrix will come, not b square. Okay. B cube is null matrix. Yes. B cube is null matrix. If you find b square into b, you'll get null matrix. Okay. So now a power 20 is I plus b whole power 20, which is I plus 20b plus 20c2 into b square. Identity matrix we write 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 20b means this one 0, 0, 0, 20, 20, 20, 0, 0, 20. Here. What about 20c2 b square? This is 0, 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 this is 0. But here, what is the value of 20c2? 20 into 19 by 2 to 190. Right. What they want, some of the elements of the first column of the answer. Okay. Now when you add all these things, you will get 1 0 0 20 1 0. This is 190 plus 20 210 21. Yeah. So if somebody finds without all this, you find a square, a cube, and a power 4, I think you can find a pattern for this and this, but not for this. Okay. You can find, but you have to find a cube, a power 4, and get some idea about it. Okay, I'm erasing it. Anybody needs more time? So you completed. If you have the book with you, try next question, 13th question the same way right now. Normal method, you want to do it. Okay. Let us see. Okay. Okay, coming to 13th question. P is 100 010, sorry, 310 and 931. They want P power 5. I'll find in terms of P power n in general. This is 100 010 001 plus 000 39300. Again, it is identity matrix plus B. Let us see what is B square. 000 300 930 plus 00 300 930. This into everything is 0. This into everything is 0. This into here I'll get 9 and others are all 0. So here also B square is not null matrix, B cube is null matrix. So now again P is equal to I plus B. When you take P power n, it is I plus NB plus NC2 into B square. All others are null matrices. I'll try to write the answer. 1 0 0. Here I'll get n into b, that is 3n 0 0. Here also 3n. Here 1 1 will come. Here I'm going to get in NB I'll get a 9n, but here NC2 into 9. Okay. They did not ask this third row first. They asked third row first element. In 13th question, it's a little difficult to tell this part, isn't it? This part is not so easy. Even if you find the pattern. Because at least you have to find even p cube also you have to find. P power 4 also you have to find. Just by looking at three numbers, you cannot tell always the pattern. Directly you'll find p power 5. You find p square, p cube and multiply. Okay. Okay, anyway, it's okay. P power 5 you will be able to do. Let's say they would ask p power 20 and things like that. Then I'm saying, okay. It's okay. P power 5 you can directly find. Yeah. So this advantages, especially when powers are higher, if you ask p power 20 and things like that. Okay, now that's it. You can substitute your n value. They want p power 5. I'm not going further. If n is 5, substitute it here. But if you want to do directly, find p square, find p cube, and find p square into p cube also, no problem, do it. But if they ask p power 20, p power 100, this method is more suitable. All right, I'm arranging this whole thing. Okay, this may be new to some people. That's why I'm spending more time explaining this model. Okay. Ninth question, coming back. SK is 1K01. Okay. There is a similar question, 3 by 3 matrix. Later on, it might have come. Okay. Something that can be done here. First of all, S naught is equal to 1001, which is an identity matrix. That's the first one. I'm not just discussing somehow to get this answer. I'm telling about this matrix, what we can make out. Second one, S alpha into S beta will come as alpha plus beta. Let us see why. You take 1 alpha 0 1 and 1 beta 0 1, 1 alpha plus beta 0 1, which is S alpha plus beta. Now onwards, most probably you may not have language class in the morning. Okay, Stanley sir will announce accordingly. Okay. The reason is we want to teach our regular classes without getting affected, but they may take some of our counseling class. Today evening 4 to 5, if Stanley sir is not taking class, my counseling class will be there. In that, I will discuss functions, rest of the numbers that are given, doubts, and also maths and determinants, whatever numbers I'm leaving, those doubts. Okay. So I request all of you by 4 o'clock only complete trying the questions of maths first. Because after counseling is over, you can even try physics and chemistry. Okay. Of course, you have to reach home and take lunch, especially offline people. But after that, whatever time is available, try to finish rest of the today's numbers in functions and today's numbers in maths and determinants by 4 o'clock. So the tomorrow class, I don't have to clarify any doubts. I can directly go for tomorrow's numbers. Day after tomorrow, of course, I have to discuss tomorrow's doubts because we don't have any counseling tomorrow. Okay, coming to S alpha. Okay, so if you multiply these two, I got this. So in the place of K, alpha plus beta came, so it is this. So with this, actually, I can even tell, for example, if somebody asks me SCA into SB into SC, I can tell it is SA plus B plus C because same formula extends, right? But now see the beauty, S alpha into S minus alpha, according to this formula, will come S naught. And S naught is identity matrix. Your product of two matrix identity matrix means this is inverse of this. So S alpha whole inverse is S minus alpha. Okay. If 7 is there, if you want inverse of that, just put -7 here. That is one thing we can notice. Another thing that we can notice, you take beta also as alpha. What, like, based on this formula, what will happen to S alpha into S alpha? Alpha plus alpha, S2 alpha. Based on this, S alpha into S alpha into S alpha, if I take, I'll get S3 alpha. So I can generally make a formula S alpha whole power n is Sn alpha. If you find square of this, we'll get 2k. If you find cube of this, we'll get 3k. If you find power 4 of this, we'll get 4k. S alpha whole power n is S10 alpha. Now coming to the question, they wanted S2 whole power n into Sk whole inverse. What is S2 whole power n based on this formula? S2n. What is Sk whole inverse based on this formula? S minus k. S alpha into S beta based on that formula, you have to add these two, S2n minus k. That's it done. Option A. Is it option 9th one, option A only? I can also see it. Yeah. Any question, if you find any kind of typing mistake or key mistake, please feel free to tell. And if somebody has enough time to do all the given numbers, whatever numbers are skipped in between, you can try to do them also. Have everybody clear about second one thoroughly? Okay. '57 I should see. Okay. 57, the delta of A is 0. No, it is a constant. How? Find the derivative of that. You will get that is 0. Derivative is 0 means original one must be constant. Okay, I'm arranging this whole thing. Okay. The reason I discussed this question is I can give it as a homework because some things we can learn something new. I'm also going to discuss 11 now because it's not there in the list maybe, but it also teaches something. That's why I'm discussing 11 also. In 11, it is A into cos alpha minus sin alpha, cos alpha. Okay. It may not be required so much now, but actually this is based on rotation of axis. If a point is x comma y and you rotate the axis by theta, you want to know new coordinates. You take your old coordinates x and y, multiply with this matrix cos alpha minus sin alpha, sin alpha, cos alpha. What you get is new coordinates. Okay. So now if somebody says I'll rotate angle axis by alpha and rotate by another beta, then final coordinates are what? You can directly rotate by alpha plus beta, or you can do it twice. That's what I'm going to get. This A, I'm going to call it as A of alpha. If you really find A of alpha into A of beta, you are going to get A of alpha plus beta here. Okay. And here also you can notice the question is very simple, but purposely I am telling this question to cover other points. Yeah, you take a cos alpha minus sin alpha, sin beta, sin alpha cos alpha, and again take cos beta minus sin beta cos beta, and multiply really. You are going to get cos alpha plus beta here, minus sin alpha plus beta here, sin alpha plus beta cos alpha. That's why I'm writing this. And you can also notice A0 is 1 here. This is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 1. And with this, you can also notice if both are alpha, A alpha whole square will be A2 alpha. Same like the previous question. Okay. A alpha whole power n will be A n alpha. And what is A alpha into A minus alpha? Here also will be A0 because the sum of alpha plus minus alpha. Alpha plus minus alpha, which will be A0, and that is identity matrix. Product of two things identity matrix means again it is inverse. If somebody want inverse of this, you have to replace alpha with minus alpha everywhere. Okay. In fact, if I use D minus B, same thing. Yes. So what is that again? A alpha whole inverse is A of minus alpha. I don't need all these things for my present question. This alone is sufficient for me. Okay. When you actually find A32, you are going to get cos 32 alpha minus sin 32 alpha, sin 32 alpha, cos 32 alpha. That should be, they want 1, 0, 0. Identity matrix. Okay. Now, so 32, sin cos 32 alpha should be 1, sin 32 alpha should be 0, means 32 alpha should be an even multiple of pi. If you take each option, in which case, no, they want minus 1 here. They don't want this. They want 0, minus 1, 1, 0. Okay. So sin 32 alpha should be 1, cos 32 alpha should be 0. That's what they want. Sin 32 alpha equal to 1, cos 32 alpha is 0. I think you can verify from the options. You substitute pi by 64, you get pi by 2, sin pi by 2 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0. There are other angles also okay, but among the options, this is okay. Whatever answer they gave, you keep on adding 2 pi by 32 to that also, they are also okay. 2 alpha minus sin 2 alpha and all. If you find AQ, will get 3 alpha. That's what I'm saying. A alpha whole power n will come A n alpha. By finding A square and A cube, we can easily recognize that. You can do that. But purposely, I'm covering more points, somewhat like 9th question now. I should have kept 9 and 11 side by side. Maximum. There may be few mistakes, but overall, to prepare this book, I spent more than 100 hours to get the papers typed. I had to look at each paper, and next to that question, I had to write which chapter it belonged to. Then I go to type is done chapter wise, and I took each chapter printout and I kept in formula order to some extent. Okay, it will take quite a bit of time. First, I'll have to decide in each order which is the first formula, which is the second formula, which is the third formula. There is some order. Then I have to give the numbers there. Still, something can be better. Purposely we kept some questions are repeated. Purposely we kept so that you will know that same question is given in 2012 and again given in 2019. So questions will repeat. Okay, at least that much you will know that. Somebody will think the JEE mains questions will never repeat. Why to do past year mains question? No, they do repeat. You can do. In fact, in JEE Advanced, you don't have to do all the previous questions because they don't give same question. Na? So it is in one sense useless not to do past year IT questions. It is useful in the sense that you'll get some idea about the concepts, some variety of questions. Okay, so the reason I spent little more time here is so that something new maybe not used so much in IP. Okay, that's what. Okay, now I'll just go on with the numbers. Every multiple of 3 I want to cover. So I covered 9. Now I'll just cover 14 and then 18. Okay. Okay, look at 14th question. You take A, any 2 by 2 matrix, B, any 2 by 2 matrix. Can AB minus BA will be identity matrix or not equal to identity matrix? Okay, that's the question 14. Among the given numbers, I'm just going now. Yeah. So now when you look at the 14th question, I think you can easily create an example. You take A whatever you want, B whatever you want, really find AB, really find BA and subtract. Most likely you will not get identity matrix. You will get some other matrix. Okay, but I can ask one question. Will there be at least two matrices such that at least in one case AB minus BA may come identity matrix? Okay, it is not equal to identity matrix. I can say because I took an example where I did not get identity matrix. But what is the guarantee that every time it will not be identity matrix? Maybe one or two cases it may become, but it is not. For that, statement 2 gives you a hint. Assertion resistance questions are good. Why? Some questions there is a particular way to do it. That idea you can give in statement 2. But they removed it nowadays because somebody can prove statement 1 in some other logic and they will tell I did not use statement 2. So they will put the option statement 1 is true, statement 2 is true, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation. But somebody can find how to use statement 2 in explaining statement 1. So because of that, they removed it maybe, but whatever it is, they removed it. So now it is not important for you whether statement 2 is correct explanation or not. But statement 2 alone is true that when you take any two matrices, not even of same order, look at this. You take a 3 by 5 matrix and 5 by 3 matrix. When you find AB, it will be 3 by 3 matrix. When you find BA, it will be 5 by 5 matrix. They are two different matrices of different order. But trace of AB and trace of BA will be same. That is a formula. Trace of AB equal to trace of BA. Even if AB order and BA order is different. Trace of AB is equal to trace of BA. Always, provided AB is possible, BA is possible. Multiplication is possible. Okay. Now, and with this formula is very simple. Trace of A plus B is same as trace of A plus trace of B. Sum of the diagonal elements of A, sum of the diagonal elements of B. You add A plus B and find also. Trace means sum of the diagonal elements. This is true, very easy to understand this, but this one doesn't seem to be true, but if you do it, you will know. All right. Maybe I can right now cover it. You take ABC and DEF like this, a 2 by 3 matrix. And here you take, let us take A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, A2, B2, C2, and D2, E2, F2. This is a 3 by 2 matrix. If you multiply in this order, let us see what are the diagonal elements. Here A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2. Here something will come, here something will come. What will come here? D1, D2 plus E1, E2 plus F1, F2. Okay. So what is the trace? This. If I take first this and next this, let us see what will come. Here you are going to get, I'm taking this and multiply. You'll get A1, A2 plus D1, D2. Here what we'll get is B1, B2 plus E1, E2. Here what we'll get is C1, C2 plus F1, F2. You can see what is the trace now. The elements are different. This is a 2 by 2 matrix, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. But when you add this, you got A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 plus D1, D2 plus E1, E2 plus F1, F2. Here also A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 plus D1, D2 plus E1, E2 plus F1, F2. I proved trace of AB equal to trace of B, or at least for an example, I gave you an idea. Purposely, I took here A1, B1, C1 and here A2, B2, C2 so that you will know some pattern is there. Okay, now please listen. One may think in general AB minus BA is not identity matrix, but in one or two cases they may become identity matrix. Okay, but no. Why? What is the trace of this? Trace of AB minus BA is trace of AB minus trace of BA. What is the formula used? Trace of A minus B is trace of A minus trace of B. Okay. Please don't waste time and be serious, whether in online or offline. Okay. If you are not finding all these interesting, means you are not interested in JEE mains. Okay. This is not the classes where throughout the 2 years we are teaching. At that time, you can say we are preparing for IP mains advanced, and we also want to understand the subject and we want the classes to be more lively. Now we are in a hectic time. Hardly 2 months is there. Okay, and now we have to don't have to worry about what is the use of these things. Whether they'll use matrix and determinant later or not, who cares? Therefore, exam we have to get rank and just prepare, isn't it? Many times we are all mostly worried about our own marks and rank. Okay, we don't even care. Okay, later on in the job also you'll find same thing. You will not worry about whether this job is useless or useful and all. Okay, you want money, you are taking a job, and whatever they say, you'll do it. Am I correct or not? Okay, some people may say, I like this job, I like doing this and all that. Okay, they might have forgotten how they got the job. Okay, they tried money, they applied many places, they got only job in few places. I mean, in that they might have chosen one or two. So not that they liked it and joined something. Okay, anyway, trace of AB minus BA is trace of x minus y. I can write trace of x minus trace of y, and just now I proved this are equals, it is 0. This trace is 0, but what is the trace of this? 2. 1 0 0 1. How can they be equal? They can't be. Okay. If trace is not equal, how can the matrix be equal? The sum of the diagonal elements of this is not same as the sum of diagonal elements of this. How can this matrix be equal to this? It's not possible. So whatever A you take, whatever B you take, this can never be equal to this. It is impossible. So that not a single case exists. Okay. So statement 1 is correct that AB minus BA is not an identity matrix. And statement 2 is also correct, and we used it for proving statement 1. So statement 2 is the correct explanation, option C. But the correct explanation part, you don't have to worry. Okay, next I will be discussing 18. They gave in the question that A plus B is 2B transpose. They also gave 3A plus 2B equal to some identity matrix. This looks simple but little tricky. If you try to do on your own, you will find something other not going right. Somebody may get it also. Basically, I will get A is a identity matrix into some number. B is also identity matrix into some number. How to prove it? Okay, is that first of all eliminate A, multiply this. You can do other ways also. Somebody can apply transpose to this, transpose to this. Total 4 equations will come. Somehow do this way, that way, answer will come. But what I am doing is I want to eliminate A. So second equation minus 3 times first equation. From this, remove 3 times this. Then 3A and 3A will cancel. 2B minus 3B is minus B. And I minus 6B transpose. From this, I have to remove 3 times this. Okay, good. Now I'll bring this one here. I'll get 6B transpose minus B is equal to identity matrix. Apply transpose on both sides. B transpose is B. Sorry, B transpose whole transpose is B, and for B this is transpose. Identity matrix transpose is I. From here to here, what happened? I apply transpose on both sides. Now eliminate B transpose, will get B. So if this is some equation 3 and this is some equation 4, you take equation 4 plus 6 times, no, I want to eliminate this, right? So equation 3 plus 6 times equation 4, that this and this will cancel. Now I multiply this with 6, 36 minus this, so it is 35B, and this is 7I. So your B is 1 by 5 into I by 5. Okay, substitute B as I by 5 here. This is 2I by 5. This is 3I by 5. A is also I by 5. Okay. So finally, you got A is 1/5 of identity matrix. B is also 1/5 of identity matrix. You can see it's satisfying both equations. Okay. Now, whatever they want, you have to verify in each option. Each option substitute A and B as I by 5. First one is 9A, 9I by 5, not correct. Second one is 15, 3I, correct. Option B is right. Option C is not right. Option C is also not. Next, I will be discussing 26. These are the two given equations. I wanted to eliminate A. I want to deal with only B. So that's what I have done this. I got this. I took a minus common, that is this, or and one of them that side and this. From here to here, I apply transpose everywhere. B transpose whole transpose is B. For B transpose is B transpose. For I transpose is I only. From these two, eliminate B transpose. That's why multiply 6 and add. So that B transpose will cancel. Okay. Then I'll be getting what is B. I got 35B is equal to 7I. I got B, and B is that B substituted here will get A. That's how I got both A as I by 50. Okay, this is very simple question, but little tricky. If you do this way, you eliminate A, but A transpose will be left, or eliminate B, B transpose will be left, or something, you will not be able to do it. Some theory about determinants, if I have to teach, I'll teach tomorrow, not today. Okay, next 26. 26 is very easy. It is 1, 1, 1, ACB and BAC equal to 0. In determinants also, I kept questions in order where the beginning questions you don't have to do anything, just expand determinant, that's all. You don't have to use any concepts of how to do determinant easily, just expand. When you just expand this directly, you will get C square minus AB plus A square minus BC plus something like that will come. So finally, I'll directly write expansion. It is A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA equal to 0. This, when you multiply 2 and divide it 2, it can be written as A minus B whole square plus B minus C whole square plus C minus A whole square by 2 equal to 0. Something square plus something square plus something square for real numbers, it is 0 only when all are 0. So we will get A minus B equal to B minus C equal to C minus A equal to 0. That is A equal to B equal to C. But these are sides of a triangle. According to sine rule, A can be written as 2r sine A. This is 2r sine B, and this is 2r sine C. Cancel 2r. Sine A equal to sine B equal to sine C. Or why all that? This is an equilateral triangle. Three sides are equal means it's equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means A equal to B equal to C equal to 60 degrees. Then sine 60 is root 3 by 2, square is 3 by 4. So they wanted sine square A plus sine square B plus sine square C. 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is 27, sorry, 9 by 4. So you don't have to know much about determinants for doing this. Next, I have to discuss 30. If you have doubts later on, I'll discuss, okay? Okay, I'll discuss 30 and stop for today. So in today's numbers, whatever is left, okay, you have to do it. by today evening if possible. Okay, 30 also just expand directly. There is a determinant of 0 cos x minus sin x, 0 cos x, sin x 0. When you expand directly this, directly you will get cos cube x minus sin cube x. That is the expansion of this equal to 0. So finally you will get tan cube x equal to 1, tan x equal to 1. Now tan x equal to 1 between 0 to 360 degrees has only two solutions. X is equal to 45 in first quadrant and 225 in third quadrant. Wait, I'll get cos cube x plus sin cube x, sorry. Then tan cube x will be minus 1, tan will be minus 1. I'll get in second and fourth, which is 135 degrees and 315 degrees, sorry. Now they want a tan pi by 3 plus this value. They want tan pi by 3 plus this solution, sum of such things. So I have to take tan 60 plus 135 degrees plus tan 60 plus 315 degrees and find the value. This is tan 195 degrees. This is tan 375 degrees. If I write 180 plus 15, it is minus tan 15. This is 360 plus 15, so it is plus tan 15. Do they cancel? No, this is also plus tan 15, sorry. Tan 15 plus tan 15 is 2 times tan 15. And you are supposed to remember tan 15 is 2 minus root 3. So 2 into 2 minus root 3. 4 minus, there is an option, could be wrong, wait. 1 with 0 plus cos cube x, oh, it is minus only. I wrote earlier correct, I wrote wrong, sorry. This is minus, this is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, sorry about it. This is 45 and 225. This is 45 and this is 225. This is 105. This is 285. 105 you write 90 plus 15. It will be minus cot 15. 285 also write 270 plus 15. Fourth quadrant negative and cot tan will become cot. That is also minus cot 15. Okay, sorry. Minus 2 times cot 15 degrees. Minus 2 into cot 15 is 2 plus root 3. So which is minus 4 minus 2 root 3. Okay, sorry, I wrote earlier correct, but somehow changed. Okay, online, everybody clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So determinants theory I'll discuss tomorrow, but at least today's numbers, if you try, you don't need to know much about determinants. Okay, offline people can go to complete it. Online, I'll just wait for two minutes if somebody wants to copy. Okay, I'm logging off.